Alright, what's going on, everybody? It's Great Scots here with the 9th episode of Grand Tactician's The Civil War, 1861 to 1865. We are in early access, as is everyone else who's playing this right now. We are with the CSA, and we are doing it from the, if I haven't said this already, the 61 campaign. It should be in the description of the video. Yeah, it's reported as being a bit buggier than some of the other ones, 62 or 63 campaign, but to me this is really the campaign. I mean, rather than starting it later on, we'll start in the beginning, and we'll take our chances with the bugs, and plus we're trying to help out the developers, and so I would rather take on the buggiest version and report everything, but the developers have been doing a fantastic job of getting quality patches out relatively quickly, and so we soldier on. Out here in the west, we have, I think this was McCullough's army, built a fort. We're trying to cut trade to the west. That hasn't been successful in past attempts, so we'll see if it's any more successful this time around. But we're going to bring McCullough back. Even though Missouri has seceded, I don't believe all the towns and stuff in the north have actually gone Confederate. They haven't, so I think those might be targets. Right now we are bringing McCullough back to, what are we doing here? Omaha City. We may also take some of the other areas in Iowa. We have, I believe this is Chase that has just taken Chicago and built a fort on it. That's something we're going to continue to try to do. Alright, so Kimball has the fort. Yeah, we're going to go up to Milwaukee. We may build a fort there. I don't know that we'll venture up to St. Paul. We're not going to get any of this stuff to secede, I don't think. I doubt Illinois, Wisconsin, anything is going to secede. But still, we want to deprive them from the north and hold them. And rather than kind of playing whack-a-mole, chasing tiny Union armies around the Midwest, we're going to try to at least take some of the cities and hold them with forts, or slow down the Union forces that slip in behind us, so that we can get larger forces on them. We have Beauregard over here in Cleveland. He's just finished up building his fort. I think I'm gonna send him to Columbus, Cincinnati, build forts there, Indianapolis as well, maybe come back up to Fort Wayne, and then move into Pittsburgh, build a fort there, and we'll see how things are going. Yeah, we have a CSA force already up in Buffalo, and you can see that they're going to make their way. This is kind of on that eastern line where there's just a string of New York cities that are all along this east-west axis, culminating in the capital, Albany. I don't know if we'll move south after that. We may be able to get down to Poughkeepsie and then avoid going for New York. I don't really, I've said this a million times probably on every stream, but I really want to avoid the pitched battles in the forts if we can, and that's what we're doing. In Gettysburg and around Harrisburg, let's just make sure that's correct. That is correct. Alright. Our beats are rocking here. We have field armies. We're not really as concerned about building forts here, although I guess I should be. If this is where the Union armies are, it might make more sense to build them here. But we've been getting a number of successful engagements, and we're going to continue doing that. Down here, I believe I have, this might have been Hampton's division who I had, yeah, building a fort. Oh, he gets to make something. Okay, we'll try that, see how it goes. We'll probably have him build some forts as well. I think he already built one on Williamsburg, and it seems for now, the problem with Williamsburg before, from previous episodes, that when we take it, we'd leave with Hamptons, and then it would just revert back to Union control. So, put a fort on it. So far, it's hanging out with the CSA. I don't know if it's going to continue. We're going to try to do the same here. I think this was Fredericksburg, and so hopefully the fort will hold it, and then we'll have, because Hampton's forces is not the largest, no, it's called Hampton's, I guess it's division, but it's under Magruder. We may send him up to Frederick, build a fort there, maybe trail these other two CSA armies and get some forts going in either, if not Maryland, then also southern Pennsylvania. So that's where things are. Let's get back to it, and we'll see what we end up with. So let's get Beauregard on the move. Let's get playing first, so whoever's got to play can play. And Beauregard is off to Columbus. I think we're already moving here. somebody's moving. Let's get chase with the militia. That's what we wanted. McCullough, I believe, is already moving. Yeah, he's got his orders. He just has to react. Hampton's division. It's going to go up to Frederick. I'm starting to get some deja vu, like I've seen that before. Maybe not. No, we don't want to go that way. We want to go this way. Oh, we have a battle. I think we can fight. I don't know what the numbers are. I guess we're not going to find out. Maybe until we go into the battle? No, we'll find out. Alright, we've loaded in. We are up against 11,000 men from Shields', no artillery. On the surprise, surprise, for those of you who have been watching the stream, we are on the Gettysburg map. You can see it looks like we're going to have forces coming from the maybe east-northeast and the north. Just checking the other entry points. I'm not seeing any. As we've done before, we're going to line up as close as we can to Gettysburg. We'll try to get on these roads, and the plan is generally going to be to race across. We could set up just east of the city. We would have this water in front of us. It would be an additional obstacle. A lot of clearing, a lot of clear area here that would force them to march, especially with no artillery, through pretty perilous fire, I think. We could split the forces and have one here and one down here. They could support each other, but they would require the Union to advance pretty far. I'm going to send out some skirmishers. I think unlike in the last episode, I'm not going to make you watch the setup, but once we get everything set up, we will resume. Alright, so we are in the battle now. It turns out that we have another all-cav force. So again, if you've kind of followed some of the bug reporting that's going on, this is a known issue, that it seems like the AI has a tendency to recruit, if not all-cav, heavy cav armies, and it looks like this is probably 11,000 cav. We have 5 different cav brigades. The skirmishers have not been engaging. I haven't been engaging the cav because I think there is still that known bug. I want to test it out though, and I want to send one skirmisher unit actually within range just to see if the cav start returning fire. If they do, that means, in my mind, they're kind of fair game to go after with skirmishers. But if they're still bugging out and they kind of just hang out and don't do anything, then I'll back the skirmishers off, and it does not look like much is happening. You can see they're kind of still doing that jumping back and forth thing. I'm not sure what that's about. So to try to make this a bit more sporting, we'll bring back the skirmishers. Probably speed this up a bit here. We have, I think it's Cox division. They're lining up here. We're gonna get into a line, and at that point we can either send infantry into Culp's Hill, or we can just set up the 2 batteries and we can pound them. The cavalry's kind of spread out. They did this weird thing when they came in over here. They went down here to take this victory point, and then they came up Hanover Road, but then they came down around this M. Wolf and Wolf Hill, and then some of them pursued a skirmisher force through, others are sitting on that victory point, so that might be something else to polish from the AI's perspective. I mean, there are a lot of things, right? It's still, we think, months away from kind of full release. Let's get these guys back, but that would be one of the things to do. It doesn't, I mean, they got to get the recruitment down, but probably spreading out your forces like that and leaving them mounted when they're being shot at is not the best. Not the biggest challenge the AI could throw at us. I'm not sure where... Oh, okay, so that is correct from Rosser. Let's see what the terrain actually looks like. So I think what I want from Rosser is to move up and over here. Walker can do something similar. And I think what I want to do with these guys is just detach them from future division level orders. I found that seems to be the best way to deal with, or to manage artillery. I'm still not thrilled with the way in formation they tend to get set up, and so I found that detaching them is just a very easy fix. It's not really going to add anything more to it. The only downside would be is if you detach them early on, you moved all the infantry and left your artillery way back behind you, but you know, that's on you. Alright, we're going to send 2 brigades up to the left. We're going to send Frost. Send Frost over here. Lawton over there. Oh, here's Anderson. I was trying to figure out where they were. We'll send them over there, and we'll actually have them recall their skirmishers since I'm not really using skirmishers against an all-cav force. I like keeping some skirmisher. We can recall Jones, who's kind of just hanging back. I don't think I want Jones to totally hang back because, again, I've found that I think we'll send him on the left. Because if you hang back, it seems like division command, whatever the command unit is, they seem to always hang back with the army or the unit that is most to the rear. And it's usually an artillery outfit, but in this case it would be an infantry one. And so if I can move units in the rear that don't need to be there up, that will keep command closer. It'll allow for tighter orders and all the rest. So that's something I've been trying to do. And Lawton can stay in skirmishing. And I just think this is going to probably be a bad engagement for the Union. They had okay numbers. I'm not sure if they're quite... in terms of total men, it's actually an even fight. 11,000 on both sides. Very few killed because the skirmishers haven't engaged, and they're just taking some artillery fire. We'll see how it goes. Ewell doesn't need skirmishers. Jones can move up. Taking pot shots, 10 times speed, waiting to see if cavalry does anything. Some are moving up, and they've dismounted. It seems like the militia cav are the kind of brightest of the bunch, because might have spoken. Well, now they're getting out of here, which might be pretty bright as well. Hopefully this is a withdrawal. I guess we'll have to wait and see if that is the case, or if they're going to make me chase them around the map.